Good morning, Goatz. It is Thursday, May 8th, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Welcome to another video with Digital Goatz Academy. I'm your host, Antoine Farrar, and welcome to our live trading segment. Well, our second live trading segment. And what we're looking at right now is US 30. So what I've been waiting for is for whatever Trump was going to say, for him to say it as far as these trade talks. Now, we already had information earlier this morning since basically the beginning of this morning that he basically was in agreement with some of these trade talks. So basically the market was already kind of predetermined on the positive side. So like I said, I have US 30 right here pulled up and we can see it being reflected off of the 10 a.m. candle. So 9:30, it did start pushing down, but once we, push down to collect this liquidity. Now I know you're looking at my screen like, why does your chart look like that? Like, you're talking about it being positive, but it looks like the market is selling. Currently, I have it inverted. That's something that I like to do myself, is invert the chart to see if it looks the same way how I'm seeing it on the buying side. So if it's buying, it should look like it's selling when I invert it, if that makes sense, right? So we're seeing the 10 a.m. candles still be bullish. I'm hoping that, like, after this candle, well, I'm hoping that within this moment, like, this candle gets aggressively bullish. Let me actually switch it around so everybody's not like, don't you mean so? So you see, this was a zone that I had this morning that I expected the market to come down to. And I told my community on Discord is that we may not come all the way down to this level. But again, I've talked about that. If you followed me on my channel, not to mention if you're following this video, make sure you hit that like button, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you find value in my channel. I've always talked about close enough or a ballpark or in the neighborhood is still good enough. So even though it didn't come down to exactly where we wanted to see, which I still would have rather to do that, the market is still respecting the foundation that we had set up. This was consolidation. And I was looking at the possibility of it, coming all the way down into this consolidation point, excuse me, and then coming all the way down here, right? So currently we're bullish. Currently the market is reflecting what we've been projecting, what we've been forecasting pretty much since January, is that we're bullish. This is on a bull run, you know what I'm saying? And what it looks like is that if this is what I think this looks like, this is about to be the breakout that sends the market pretty much up to heaven. You see what I'm saying? Not to mention indices, I mean, not indices, not to mention cryptocurrency. I told my community last night, Bitcoin back at 99K. It's about to be at 100K from the way it looks. And all this is predicated off of that information we got from, Trump doing these trade talks. I think the storm is over when it comes to these tariffs, you know what I'm saying? So we still do have to, like, break these highs. And I don't even want to focus on Bitcoin. I was just kind of showing that. We still do have to break these highs today to see if we're currently still pushing up or if this is just to collect equity and then bring the market down lower, which I don't think so. I think that this is the way that the market is priced in. So if you go to the Hakanashi candle, now that's the only thing, is there any more news coming out? I didn't check to see if there was any more news coming out. Actually, let me look. I use my FX book. I use that app. Everything's low impact. The worst is over for today. So if the worst is over, as long as 12 o'clock doesn't pull no bullshit, excuse my French, this should be the set direction for the market. This should be the market for the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, yo. So as long as we break these highs for this daily, well, this hour time frame, let me see what it looks like on the daily. Still looking good, but we definitely want to break and continue closed above here. So we did break the daily time frame for the past 3 days, like the past 1, 2, 3, past 4 days. So we broke that daily time frame and last week. So we just needed to maintain the close above a strong. We don't want it. You see how it's like trying to reject. We wanted to maintain, a strong close above, especially since this is previously resistance. You know what I'm saying? Like after it broke this structure, you see that it dropped down and now that we're here again. So we should basically treat this resistance now as support. Oh yeah. Look at this thing. Yeah. So this looks like the buy zone for today. And as long as the market keeps showing us like this bullish hand, like it's about to soar high, sky high, yo. I don't really have much to say, besides like, just making sure you be careful on how this market is moving right here. We could see that it's trying to, I don't know. I don't know if this is trying to retest that area to push the market down. I might have to take my profit. Let me look. Mm. No, I think we're good. I think this is the move. I think this is the move is going to give some fight. So I've always seen it like on the buying side that the market gives like this fight. It doesn't make it clear cut. Like for some reason, when it sells, but when it's buying, it struggles. So I think it's pretty much building the momentum here. And then probably come 12, 2, really, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking around like 2 p.m., we'll probably have the move that we need that'll kind of tell us what direction of the market is truly going. And we'll probably have that breakout that we need over these highs today. So I'm thinking that the market may struggle like within this area up until like 1:30, 2 p.m. And then that's when we'll have like our big, bull move to the top. So that's all I got for today. I mean, there's nothing really going on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The volatility is pretty much gone within the market. So we just got to see what this candle is trying to do. And then just go about it from there. So appreciate everybody for tuning in today. I know that was pretty short, but again, I got to go back to my own personal trading. But also, like I said, this information, well, like I said, we're just pretty much waiting for all this information to filter in the market to kind of see what the trade talk agreements are going to be and how they're going to react to the market. But again, we're bullish. We just got to see if we're going to try to push down a little bit lower. But like I said, I don't think that's what's happening today. I think the market is just accumulating buy orders and getting ready to, show its ferocity to the upside. So thanks everybody for tuning in to another video with Digital Goatz Academy. I'm your host, Antoine Farrar. I will see everybody on the next video. And as always, if you find value, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you drop a comment and hit that subscribe button on your way out. See everyone.